A friend of mine asked me to write a pattern for this little coaster that someone had given her. And I said, sure. So, as I was working out the pattern, I made one. As I was checking the pattern, I made another one. And I found several mistakes in it and have since corrected them and printed out a fresh copy. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it and make another one. The instructions say start with a chain ring or a magic ring. I think I'm going to try the magic ring. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we want 17 double crochets. There's my first one. My second one. And I will finish the 17 and be right back. All right, I'm back. I finished 17 double crochets plus my chain 3. That would be 18 double crochets. And it's time to close my ring. And if you've never done one of these, they're really kind of neat. And slip stitch into that top of that chain 3 ring. And of course I'm changing colors, and as I made the note in the description, it says, if changing color for round 2, finish off round 1 and start the new color in any double crochet. Okay, that's my note. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to slip stitch into the space between the chain 3, the first one, the chain 3 and the first double crochet of round 1. And since I'm changing colors, it does not matter which space I decide to use. So I'm just going to grab a space. Now I mean a space, not the crochet that I would normally do, but the space between them. And all I'm going to do is just start there, slip it, and I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it says 4 double crochet in this space, so I do 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, okay, I've done 4. Now counting the chain 3 as a double crochet, I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says skip the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Come on, get it between there. And double crochet 5 times in this space. Okay, there's 4. 1 more. Now, please note, we don't do a chain or anything between these. We just leave them the way they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I skip 1, 2, 3 and catch the next one. And I will finish this round and be right back. I'm back. After I finish all 6 of those 5 double crochet clusters, I need to slip stitch into that first chain 3. There we go. By the way, if you use that magic ring, it might keep loosening on you. Don't worry about it. When you're all finished and you work the tails in, you can knot it and tie it off very tight. So we're going to go to the next round. Okay, here's my first double crochet. I need to slip stitch to the next double crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it says chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, chain 1, 2 in the same stitch, and a double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, let's try that. I got my chain 3. I'm going to do 2 double crochets in this stitch, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. That gives me, and then double crochet in the next stitch. That gives me a 6 stitch cluster. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this chain 1 here. It says skip 2. That would be the last stitch of that 5 stitch cluster and the first stitch of the next one. So I go in that one and I do a double crochet. Oops, drop that one. And then in the middle stitch, because that would be the middle stitch of the 5 stitch cluster, I do 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. Now I'm going to finish around and be right back. I'm back. I've finished this round, and it says I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many stitches are in each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 stitch clusters. And I need to slip stitch into the chain 3. Done. And now we've got our next round. Okay. Slip stitch to the second stitch of a 6 double crochet group, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the chain 1 space, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then a picot. Let's do that. So we're going to chain 3, and that chain 3 is my first double crochet. Okay? Is that what it says? No, we did that wrong. We need to slip over. We need to slip to the second stitch in that group, and then we're going to do our chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, single double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to do a group like we did before. That would be 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 double crochets in the same space. Okay, then we're going to be careful not to miss this stitch. We're going to double crochet in that one and in the next one. And then we're going to do, okay, that would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochets there. Okay, now we're going to do that picot. We're going to chain 3 and do a picot, and I'm not very good at picots, but they kind of come out okay most of the time. And then we're going to skip how many stitches? We're going to skip the last double crochet of that cluster and the first double crochet of the next cluster, and we're going to double crochet in this one, and the next one, and then we have our chain 1 space, and we're going to make a group of 2 and 2. 1, 2, a chain 1, and then 2 more back in that same space. And then we're going to do 2 double crochet, a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Being careful not to miss that first one. 1, 2. Now we finished with that cluster and we need another picot. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to skip 2 stitches and repeat. I will finish this and be right back. I'm back. I finished all 6 of those clusters and I have 6 little picots sticking out here like this. And I end with a picot. So I'm supposed to anchor that in the top of that chain 3 of the beginning. And in this case, I'm going to finish it off because I'm going to change colors again. And there we go. Now, my instructions say attach a contrast yarn in any chain 1 space. Now, what do I mean here? Here's my picot and here's my chain 1 space. Okay, so we need to attach our yarn in any one of those chain 1 spaces. It doesn't matter which one. We're just going to pick it up like this. We're going to slip stitch, and then we're going to do 3 single crochets in the same space. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Be careful not to miss that first one. Okay, then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to drop down and we're going to single crochet like this around that space. We're not going to single crochet it through, we're just going to go around it. Chain 2, drop down again, and do it again. Single crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now, we're going to go up and we're going to do it again. And then we're going to chain 2. Okay, now it says skip the first 2 stitches and single crochet in the next one. 1, and then in the next one, 2, and we should be back to our space here. We're going to put 3 single crochets there. Be careful not to miss that next stitch. We're going to put a single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. We're going to find this little space here, and we're going to single crochet around it. Chain 2. Down through the next one. Chain 2. Back up where we were. 1, 2. Now, find my picot. Count 2 stitches. 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet in the third one. Now, I'm going to continue around, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I've gone all the way around and have outlined my little flower in green. And the only thing I have left to do is to slip stitch into that beginning single crochet and cut my yarn and tie it off. Now, the pattern here looks to be pretty good. If you find a mistake in it, let me know. I will include the pattern in the description below the video, and if you want to make it, you're welcome to make it and give me comments on it. Thank you very much for watching, and all I have to do is make one more and I'll have a 4 coaster set. Thank you very much.